Speed Racer changed the racing world forever. We all watched as he put it all on the line and reminded us why stunt racing is the greatest sport in the world. Now here we are once more, seeking the WRL Cup. Many are returning, eager to compete yet again. Some are making their WRL arena racing debut, while others will be returning for darker reasons, for money or revenge. Driving for forces that seek to control and corrupt everything that is good in racing.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your host, Splice37, and welcome to Speed Racer the video game. This is an emulated version of the PS2 classic in my opinion. I think this game is absolutely great. Now the reason why we're playing it today is because I kind of want to get back into this whole YouTube game. So yeah, we're going to play one of my great nostalgia games. And the reason why I like this game so much is that it's very intense combat racing. You know, for the PS2 era, I was a big fan of this. So this game released alongside the Speed Racer movie that came out. Like, I'm not really sure when it came out. It was a while ago. It's pretty old now. But this game actually has some really good and unique mechanics compared to other racing games that are arcade style. So today we'll be doing the Class 3 Championships, which there's these here. So you do multiple races in a row, and then, you know, you advance on to the next championship, eventually ending at the Grand Prix, which is the location that the movie final race takes place. So yeah, it's a pretty simple game, nothing too crazy, but I will show off in a single race here, where if we select track, so if, for instance, we have Thunderhead counterclockwise long, so it's the long version of the Thunderhead race. We have all of these characters to choose from that have unique abilities, and each car is like special to them. Everyone always likes the Prince's car because it looks like this, and it is absolutely beautiful. But like I said, it looks a little pixelated because, you know, this game is a bit dated and it's being up-resed, but it's not perfect. So, for instance, Speed Racer's Mach 6 is here, and I would say that Speed has the most balanced car, so like you can beat the whole game of Speed pretty easily. Each character has like a rival assigned to them. So for instance, Speed's rival is Jack Cannonball Taylor, and I believe Cannonball was also in the film as like you know, an antagonist somewhat to Speed. He worked for the corporate dudes that didn't like him. I haven't really seen the movie in a long time. I just kind of like to play this game. So yeah, I grew up playing this game, and there's a bunch of, you know, race tracks to deal with. So like I said, there's not that many actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's 6 main tracks, but then within those tracks there are long and short versions of those that you have to face. So in the championships, they like kind of randomize each one of those tracks. So like we have no idea if these are going to be long or short versions of these tracks that show up. So it gets a bit busy. Anyway, today we're gonna go like down the line. I'm gonna start on Championship 3 because I already played 1 and 2, and they're fine. I didn't really like Championship 2 that much. It's kind of boring because you only play the same 2 maps, but yeah, this one has a good wide variety for us to explore some of the maps. And we will be playing as Speed because Speed is, like I said, basically the best character. And yeah, just kind of we can demonstrate like what this game is about and why I like it so much. So yeah, we'll let the game load and I'll meet you in game. This is one of the few rare occasions where I really know about the game that I'm talking about. So here we have the chance to pick our alliances. So these people all want to be my ally, they're possible friends of Speed. The lore behind these characters is not the strongest, considering we're not really sure anything besides the movie, but yeah. It's good to have as many allies as possible. You want to have people like not attacking you openly on the field. So yeah, we'll just accept those alliances and begin our race. But yeah, our only rival currently is Cannonball. Let's do this. I hit the boost first try. Let's do this. So, at first glance, it, you know, kind of plays like a standard arcade racer until I'm able to randomly side hit this guy next to me, which was Racer X, ironically Speed's brother. Anyway, so our car can do a lot more than just drive. It can have a left and right bash, so that's what I just did. I'm able to hit the square or circle buttons on a PS2 controller and smack my opponents as I drive by. You can also use the bashing to stay on the track because, as you can see right here, it's very easy to just go flying off the track because you're going so fast. If you see them, you know, miles per hour at the bottom right, we're going quite fast if you're thinking like real life measurements here. Excuse me, lady. Anyway, got spun around there a little bit. Hello, ally. So yeah, it gets very fast paced instantly. Now, while we're here, I kind of want to, you know, throw out the fact that there are potential graphical glitches with the upres and the emulator that I'm playing on. Yeah, I don't really think it's a big deal. So if it's not super obvious, hitting those speed boosts is kind of like what you're aiming for. We're already in the lead because, like I said, speed is just the freaking greatest. Our goal here is just to stay in the lead, you know, like any other racing game. You want to win, and don't go off the track. But yeah, assuming this game likes to, you know, pull the other thing that like racers of this period do, which is rubber band the AI behind me. They'll always keep up with you no matter what. And at some point during this race, Cannonball will come back out of nowhere because he's my rival, and the game kind of gives your rival like this super like unfair speed boost. It really isn't fair at all. But yeah, we're just gonna try and go not totally flying off the track here. Oh, flip back over. There we go. So I just boosted him back onto the track and then hit actual boosts here. The more boosts you pop off, so you can see in the bottom right, there's those little blue things that are glowing. And those are my boosts, which I can activate to basically kind of keep my lead. But yeah, it's all based off this stuff called car foo, which is essentially how the cars interact with each other in this game. They have to partake in this form of combat where we just jump around and see what happens. Anyway, so this is a guy like right behind me. Yeah, there he is. So he's gonna pass me because, you know, speed. Anyway, let's pop our boost and catch up to him if we can. And as you can see, I'm like bumping my character back onto the track by hitting my square and circle buttons. Anyway, get out of my way. That's right. So yeah, your racing line does still matter in this game. It just doesn't matter as much as like, you know, more realistic racers. But you want to take your corners a certain way. You want to drift when you can. Forcing a drift is literally just keep turning until your car starts drifting. Some vehicles have much better handling than others, of course. So, like for instance, it's kind of hard for me to go into a drift because Speed's handling is pretty good. Oh, we're going too quick. But yeah, I popped 3 boosts in a row, which is just like, you know, the screen goes all, you know, blue and blurry and stuff because they're going so fast. The game really makes you feel like you're going these super fast speeds as you come around these corners. In fact, it's probably not good that I'm flying around these corners so quick. You can't openly fly off the track unless you're upside down and you hit a, you know, standstill because, you know, gravity. See, the cars here are kind of like the Formula 1 cars were like stuck to the track even if the track goes in some like crazy angle. Oh, here we go, flying off the track again. Thankfully the game knows, so it'll just you know, kind of teleport us back onto the track. It's magic. Anyway, I think it's time we just hit our boost and end this race. This is the super fast mode, which will basically just teleport us to the end of the race because we're just that far in the lead. So, GG. Like I said, speed absolutely broken in this. So yeah, it says our times and stuff on the scoreboard. We're able to see, like, you know, who's behind us in the standings here. And yeah, apparently we are first and second place at the same amount of points. Odd. Anyway, more interesting thing though is we can see the exact replay of the race we just had in more of a cinematic view. So you can see all the cars come together, and it plays this nice, like, comfortable music in the background as we totally just, wow. Hope none of you get motion sick, basically is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, next race. A lot of you are probably used to the Wii version of this game, and I actually have the Wii version of it myself, but the PlayStation 2 version, which I also have, is, I think, the better one to have because of the control differences. So
We should work together.
now X is on my side. Nice. Anyway, yeah, if I request these people, they'll deny me. They're not interested, and I have too many allies myself now. But so the reason why I have another rival now is because Booster, this guy here, he is in the second place for the championship behind me. Like, we're tied for first, so therefore we're rivals by association. Cannonball just doesn't like me, and Booster's more of my rival just because of, you know, he wants to win. So, let's do this. But as you can see, we now have the field completely packed with our allies. Out of my way, rival. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I hit a teammate. That's okay. Wrong button. I just jumped over them. If you click the right analog stick, you're able to just jump over the field. Oh, I missed the boosts. That's okay. I missed that boost too. So yeah, there goes Cannonball, passing me. And, oh, I hit him. Nice, nice. Oh. I just side dashed into the boost so I'd actually hit it. Yeah, we're doing big loops, hitting all the speed boosts as we can. This track is kind of difficult, but not really. I like the good Egyptian theme that it has. Very nice, the pyramids and stuff. But yeah, imagine actually trying to race in this. Like, it's basically a Hot Wheels track, and this might actually be more like the Hot Wheels video game than anything. Because I know there's like a game that came out recently that was the Hot Wheels game, and you're able to like race all around some super weird tracks. But yeah, this has many loops, tons of speed, and wow, I need to stop missing that. Yeah, this race is a lot shorter, so I'll probably end up hitting the super boosts earlier on just to finish it because we're just flying through this course. Like I said, game's not particularly hard. The game is difficult if you're playing as other racers. So, because it's kind of like a challenge if you want to play as like a more obscure car. I would argue if you're playing as like someone else, your biggest issue will be fighting against, you know, speed or something else. Anyway, it seems Cannonball's our only rival now because we beat Booster and now Booster wants to be our friend. So, yeah, everyone's my ally, basically. Oh, I didn't get the boost that time. That's okay. Now, I'm not sure where this map takes place. I would assume it's Russia, but yeah. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the absolutely awesome soundtrack this game has. It's just freaking beautiful. Sorry, ally. Oh my. Camera got really all over the place there. Ah! Here we go. Now, each map has its own unique music to it, but sometimes the game will play the like different music just to keep a more unique take on each map. And the more like flips and tricks you do will increase your boost meter. So we'll activate the super boost early because Cannonball's right behind us, so we might as well move. See if he can, you know, get away from us. Maybe he'll pass us, who knows? Doesn't seem like it though. And spin! Wee! Weird camera thing. So we're just flying through the current map again, and now we're 0.04 seconds ahead of him. Right at the end too. And if you could hear the music glitched out there at the end because of how fast we were going. Basically, the game will break essentially. And we are definitely winning now, and everyone's our ally. So on to the next race. In the description down below, I've actually shared my PCSX2 settings for you guys to use if you'd like to play this yourself.
I wish to win.
I do really enjoy playing this game a lot on the computer, where I can actually like have somewhat HD graphics, but not really, because like look at this map, dude. It's a bit aged, but this will be a good map. I like this map a lot. And the favorite music's playing again. Here we go. We're coming into the final turn. Woo! Easy 4 victories. So yeah, that was a more interesting race because there was actually like a lot of fighting going on. But like I said, if I was playing with someone else, it would be a much more intense race. So on the side, you see a good highlight reel, and I will say that every single race in this game is only 2 laps, even if it's like just a short race, which is kind of sad. I feel like you should be able to have some like custom options to where you could do a lot more with the game. But like I said, it's not like a super intense like experience. Really good for the PS2 era. I would definitely recommend this game. I have a lot of fun with it if you couldn't tell, but yeah. As a very grounded experience, I would definitely rate this game very highly on my scale of games, which is why I like to come back to it every so often. But here we are back at the main menu. I think it's something worth saying that this game, as easy as it did look, is not the easiest if you play as someone else. So we're going to actually do a single race on Class 3, and we're going to play on Thunderhead because I like Thunderhead. And oh good, we have clock lights long, perfect. Now, what I want to do is actually play as somebody else. I mean, it could be anybody really. It doesn't really like matter who you play as. Look at this nice Russian guy. Look at this big Russian vehicle. But I like this character select screen. So you have like a very wide variety of vehicles to choose from. And like this guy has a really cool car. And just one of those things. All right, we'll go ahead and play as the prince. Why not? So we have a long race ahead of us, and then we'll call it here. But I just wanted to show off this game. I am always a big fan of Speed Racer. I think it's a really good series about a guy who likes to race. Anyway, no allies here. Everyone's my enemy. Let's do this. All right, quite a disadvantage actually. Speed is actually in this game, so this is going to be interesting. And when you're not playing at speed, you'll realize that it's absolutely insane. Out of my way, sir. We jumped over at that time. Okay. Oh, I killed that guy. You get extra bonus points if the car you hit explodes. So I was able to take out that person there. Hello. Oh, I missed. Shucks. Anyway, there's multiple views too in this if we're interested in the camera angle. So if we want to have a super zoomed in look, we can do that. Yeah, I'll just heal back here. If I hit, it would be L1 on the PS2. You can heal yourself with your boost meter, which is very convenient when you're taking damage. Anyway, it still ended up being in the lead somehow, which I didn't expect. Cutting forward a bit, someone has just passed us. Excuse me, sir. Smackety smack, smackety smack. Hit him with the old roundhouse. It's literally what the ability is called, where you spin your car and hit him. And don't ask why, but I can just hit the X button and it'll just spin. Oh, he hit me back. He's mad. We'll heal up a bit and boost our way after these people. We don't want to lose to Grey Ghost of all people. I actually like Grey Ghost's card. He's able to have like really good handling, but his boosts aren't the best. Excuse me, sir. Uh-oh. We're being slowed. Yeah, when no one's your ally, it's a bit more intense. More people are likely to attack you, and you don't have like the super overpowered advantage of like, if you do well in a race, everyone wants to be your ally in the championships. So it's kind of up to you. This game has a huge learning curve, actually. It took me a while to actually get good at it as a kid. In fact, I probably wasn't good at it until I played it again as an adult. Like, it's one of those easy to learn, hard to master, I think, maybe. But even then, I wouldn't say I'm a master at this. I mean, look at me, I'm driving on the wall. Anyway. And boost. It looks so trippy. Excuse me, sir, for flying by. Yeah, each music track has a special, like, version of it for In the Zone, which is what that mode is called. They call it In the Zone, I guess. Auto Zone. Another victory. It's actually odd to play a game that I'm actually somewhat good at on the channel, but you know, it's something. So I hope you enjoyed this little experience of me playing Speed Racer, the video game. It's not like something super deep, and it wasn't meant to be. This is supposed to be like a fun little get me back into making YouTube videos kind of thing. So I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, definitely check this game out. It's obviously like not hard to get if you know how to emulate. So if you have a decent computer, you know, why not? Why not? Or if you have a PS2, go out and get yourself a disc the old-fashioned way. Game definitely worth your time. And if anything, it's a good time killer. And I mean, I don't know if you have somebody to play with. There's 2-player, so you know, split screen. But with that being said, it has been I, your host, Splice37, and thank you very, very much for watching. Bye.